like gas hollowing out. Falls, let the psychotomatic whole shadow your light.
Yo, we need satchels or
Satchel
rockets
coming?
on the OP.
Where's the tank?
Right away.
Just get ready,
Satchel the road.
Ben. We
Satchel
got
the road.
yeah,
Satchel the road,
road or
Matt.
something.
Satchel the road right around
Satchel!
Or if you can put it, no, he's coming. I smoked it. Yo, oh, I just killed a friendly. Fuck. Oh.
Yeah, that was...
Okay, I
I'm
satcheled
sorry,
the wrong
man.
road, but I'm coming.
Okay, wait, defuse it. Defuse it. Yeah, wait.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming!
Dude, okay, come here. Ben, yo, Ben. Oh
I'm
my
here.
god, he's coming for us.
I'm here.
Just put it on this wall.
Bring
Put it
the
on this
red.
wall. Wait, where's he going? Wait, no.
Satchel
Wait,
down.
maybe, yo,
Timmy is
pick,
freaking
Fuck,
out.
we should
defusing.
just get it on the tank. We should pick it up.
I'm defusing.
Put it on the tank.
This is so...
Oh my gosh, it's coming for us.
It's fine. We're fine.
Oh, that's a rocket.
Tank's over here
Anytime
now.
Okay, we're good.
I'm paying.
Oh, I missed
Wait,
it. Run!
oh my-
Fuck! Run
Dude,
away!
Run away!
Fuck! Run away! Shit! Oh, we're good. I saved it.
Yeah, tank's sitting somewhere back here.
Here, medic. I got a present for you. Here, for your hard work.
Ooh, resupply everyone.
There you go.
Ah, fuck!
They're all on the south side of Mount Hilaire.
What are you guys doing? What's going on over here?
If Mr. Nitro wanted points.
No, what's going on?
I have no idea. I don't speak this. Whatever this
Ah,
is. What is this?
Paris, les dirigeants du monde. I can't speak French. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what the fuck is it? Who is this in the lower left? Who's that?
Okay, we have enough on Mount Halais. We're gonna loop to the east a little
I
bit
don't know.
and try to cut off any
shit.
supply line.
He's gonna blow.
Oh, why is it so much fun? Okay.
They don't have rockets.
Oh shit! Nade! 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 No! I'm so sorry. I just killed a friendly. Damn it!
Yeah, that ain't gonna help you.
No.
I have guns I could give you if you ever wanted to kickstart.
Anthony, you shoot me. And boy, let me tell you. I'm sorry.
It's not even like a super secret Discord, it's just like...
Yeah, no, it's just not everyone's.
Who
puts a fucking mine in the doorway, dude?
That's exactly where you put the mine.
I was about to say, it's better than me dying in the field to a fucking AP mine that I do all the time.
Well, I even messaged him, okay, because somebody with an ESPT tag was being very toxic in the match. So I was like, hey, I'm giving you a heads up. Wow.
Oh, that...
I'm pressing Y.
Don't worry, I avenged you. Oh, Jesus! I just watched that.
Somebody up in the building here.
That was brutal.
What was your accuracy, Leroy?
22, I think.
That's not bad.
With the PPSH? No, I'm happy.
Nice. I
With
had
the Car 98, it's been like fucking 66.
at 3%.
What?
3.17%.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I was
were
playing.
you doing?
I had an MG. I was suppressing.
Oh, well, even with the MG, I still don't have that bad of fucking
I was
accuracy.
suppressing.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly.
So...
And obviously, he also he misses 97% of the shots he does.
That's
on several occasions, just watching stream.
Yeah.
You're shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still here?
I'm always wondering what you're shooting at.
Sometimes I'm just like suppressing fire, you know. So
Yeah.
you don't need to see them. Yeah.
Suppress
No,
like
no.
Cyril?
I'm with you on it.
Yeah.
Just was asking because
Yeah.
you're doing it and you're looking at chat at the same time, so it's just
Well, yeah. So I
Just wanted to
obviously I can't
inquire.
see the screen, but I'm still gonna suppress them.
it's not tilting me or anything.
Look, let's look at my accuracy right now. I have
You're suppressing with grenades
10.00
right now. That's what he's doing,
it's
chat.
smoke
Chat.
nade. It's called cover.
Suppression with nades.
It's called cover. You should. You know,
Violence.
I could
is
teach you.
cover. Oh, you threw smoke nades.
Yes.
Okay.
To
never
cover me.
mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mike
y-
took a nap and woke up and chose
Yeah.
violence.
I am
You know
so
what? Watch the
tilted.
stream. You'll learn a thing or two for your next airsoft event. So
I am so tilted.
yeah. Yeah.
Deep
For
down
your
inside.
next
Yeah, that
airsoft
death.
event.
Yeah.
That death was all karma.
Definitely people on that side. Let's just throw some frags out. That nade just land here? Are you serious? Are you? What did the nade hit? What did that hit?
No.
I'm building mid, sorry.
That just hit the fucking sign? It did hit the fucking sign. It hit the fucking sign.
You're bad at... Dude, you're just bad at fucking utility.
I like all the shit they put on the beach.
Spawn transport truck, you want to take it?
Oh! I just got run over. By So Lucky. It's tragic.
Oh, hell yeah. West 2 is Ramigan. Let's go, guys.
I played that map for the first time like a couple days ago. I just got team killed again? No, this dude shot me.
It's RTC disconnecting, and you know you get troubleshooting on the internet, and it's like, have you tried plugging in your microphone? And you're like, fucking yes, of course I've done that. Like, it's the first.
Have you, wait, what? Have you changed servers, maybe?
No, I'm automatic, which is what I was before, and then I switched to
Oh, wait,
Oceana,
no.
and it didn't change.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're a
Did
genius.
you wait 60 seconds for the power to reset?
Did you blow into it and then put it back in?
About clearing the cache.
I saw a news article the other day that
Did
said
you
that
hit
actually
the
didn't even
on button?
affect-
Did you download more RAM?
No, I've already downloaded
Did you
128
clear your
gig.
RAM?
I got a new gaming chair and it didn't increase it either.
That's disappointing.
Did you put a spoiler on the game?
Wait.
It increases your frame rate.
Wait. What color is your RGB?
That's currently RGB. Everyone knows you get more frames that way.
It's true.
You have to have it set to unicorn puke color.
Is it better if it cycles through the colors, or?
I just
Mine's
love
not
how
on
everybody
Laura.
is so helpful with us.
Yep, absolutely. That's what we're here for.
We should be a tech crew. Holy hell.
What are friends for?
Yep.
Customer service.
What is that, Anthony, that you're drinking?
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Oh, is
Bro.
it 8 o'clock there?
8:30 in the morning.
8:30. I'm gonna eat right now.
And I was asking about having a burger.
But no shit, bro.
It's my day off work.
No, I mean, I don't give a fuck, but like 8:30?
Don't fucking judge me, Cody. Do it.
Bro, I drink a lot in the morning, or used to, not anymore, but
You
still.
can't really call someone an alcoholic for drinking a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah. Our Panther is in their carrier, by the way. It's just sitting at the entrance of the carrier.
Yeah, I know. I don't even think that the enemy realizes it's not their tank.
That's amazing.
You have a Panther and a P4. The P4 backed up into a ship. The Panther is on their fucking beach.
Trick not getting away.
I know there's one or two. I'm like, damn, she's like, oh yeah.
On a with them initialized until about
Really?
halfway through. I went,
Yeah.
You would date?
What a
The
story.
date. Right? If you accepted the date, you knew, right?
No. So we're drinking, and I'm like, he's like, oh man, I know a good spot. I was like, okay, this
Nice.
person I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I went, okay, cool. So we go to the spot. And I'm
Hate
like,
you
yeah,
right now.
Yeah, man.
Move
Yeah,
out of the
cool.
way, you slut.
Cool. And he's like, yeah, man, let's get this drink. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, cool. Fishbowl. And he goes, yeah, let's share it.
Nice.
And
Very,
there's two
very hot.
straws in it, and I went, oh.
I think I miscalculated the situation.
That's exactly
They're close, they're close. Got
Where?
him.
Oh, nice.
And I went, oh. And he was like, what? What's wrong? I was like, nothing.
Wow, you just.
And he goes, you do know I'm gay, right? And I went, no.
Now I do. Now I do. You better have glaucoma. I do.
It was so funny. I called my mom after, too. My mom's like, what's wrong? I was like, I don't know. I think I went on a gay date.
Hey, if you pull a nade and then you get shot, does the nade drop at your feet and kill your teammates? Okay, yeah, I just killed a teammate. Oh, I fucking nailed him. Oh, that's beautiful. Love that. Things you love to see.
Some over here.
I'm playing fucking Nazi zombies. There's just so many dudes. It's crazy, man. Okay. Dude, did you shotgun someone?
I did, yeah.
Oh my god.
More by the barn, left side of the barn.
Dude, the Nitro, when you shotgun that guy, that was just so funny to me. Because I hear him like spamming you with whatever, like an MP40, and then I just hear a and it's quiet. I think I was sick.
Do you guys be upset if I satchel this building?
Absolutely fucking not.
The one where Brady's in? Yeah. Okay, I'm satcheling this. Satchel down.
Pieces?
Yeah, I'm having issues. I don't know if you heard me, but that's satchel. I killed it friendly. Okay.
Anyway.
That was amazing.
That was perfect timing.
Satchel and then
I can hear it. Yeah.
Airhead going down there?
Better not be an airhead.
I got a kill though. I have 8
don't
infantry
die.
score. Wait, you get a combat score for TKs?
No.
Oh, okay.
You must
Then
have
I-
killed an enemy as well.
Nice.
Get a garrison there. Oh, headshot.
Hey, Nitro, look at me.
Someone in front of me, Cody.
Hi.
How you doing, man? All right, you
Good.
can start. Yeah, you're good. Here you go.
I got him, Brady. I got him.
Nice.
Get fucked.
Oh damn! I didn't know you could defuse friendly satchels.
Neither did I.
Why is that
You didn't know
allowed?
that?
That shouldn't be
didn't know
allowed.
that.
Defused his satchel. You satchel
Wait,
the house.
did you get the satchel back?
You're a legend.
No. What the fuck?
I picked up his satchel, but I don't have it, unfortunately. But I do wonder if it would replenish mine.
Garrison right here.
I could try to hit that, but there's a
There's a truck in the way.
All right, well, there's a
Strategically
hedge
place
in my
the
way.
truck on the like.
Somebody there?
Yeah, we go.
Boy, I would love if I had my satchel right now.
No! Grenade! Oh my god.
That wasn't a grenade. That was a rocket.
I literally. What's wrong with you?
I was shooting for the garrison.
I told you there was a truck blocking it.
Did I get the truck?
Of course.
Yes,
Yeah, with
well,
the
I don't know.
fucking,
You
no,
killed-
you
that was-
didn't.
That was 350 meters.
You didn't kill the fucking rock. I mean the truck.
Did you get the garrison at least?
I got the truck.
You didn't get the truck.
You didn't get. You landed between the garrison and the truck directly
You
on
just
me.
killed Wolfie. That's all you did.
Nice.
So,
As
I named
always,
the
with
mark.
your bullshit.
It's the marker's fault. Maybe if you pinged it accurately.
Maybe
that
you
wouldn't have
shouldn't
happened.
shoot rockets when somebody's about to dismantle the fucking
Maybe
thing.
somebody should call
Nitro
out
is
your
gonna go
team.
take
Maybe you need to be banned off of fucking AT.
Do it,
Wow.
bitch. You won't.
Toxic squad
Hey.
lead.
Are you shitting me? You know how many times he's fucking shot me as a teammate with a rocket?
I'm just impressed that you managed to miss both the truck and the garrison.
Nobody got you.
Look what you see it, Nitro. Like, there's not that big of a gap.
Wow,
Like,
how did
thread
you
the
miss
needle.
that? It's
thread
right
the needle.
here.
Bro.
You fucking almost
I got
blew
the truck.
it.
You got the truck back.
Garrison's down.
What a fucking twat.
Wow.
If y'all need a quick, thing back to the redeploy screen, I have 1,200 rounds a minute.
Come here, little chicken. Come here, I want to feed you. You can do that.
Oh my god.
Come here, little chicken.
Sounds good. I haven't seen anything yet.
Mike, are you joining us on Hell Let Loose?
No.
You should.
Who would ever want to play such an optimized, tuned game?
This game is perfect. It's the best shooter to ever be created.
Honestly, I don't think there's ever been a shooter as good as Hell Let Loose.
Nope, not one. GoldenEye? Fuck out of here.
GoldenEye, Doom, yeah, Quake,
Doom? Nah, garbage. Hell Let Loose.
Optimized is about as good as GoldenEye.
Unreal Tournament. You can kiss my ass.
CS who?
Yes, who?
It's just there's way more like restaurants and places to go that has way better food than, the last place I'm gonna go for dinner is Chili's.
I live in the city with the best food in America.
Okay, you can't just be shitting on all my restaurants here, Mike. Chili's
I
is
do.
fucking delicious.
I mean, Chili's is good, but again,
is good. It's very
it's
good.
not my top three. It's not even my top four.
Chili's is okay.
No. Have you had their barbecue platter? Their smokehouse barbecue platter?
No, if you're gonna bring up barbecue, you just cross the line
No,
with me.
they have.
Yeah, because I guarantee you, the airport barbecue I had when we were sitting there before we left is probably better than that.
Well, what airport?
There's
I don't even remember. It was
Austin.
Just, it was
yeah.
so good.
That's
It was
Austin.
delicious. You could go home with, you could carry a 5-pound little tiny platter of a beef brisket home on the plane.
Well, see, that's what I had from Chili's was a brisket quesadilla, and it was delicious.
Oh no, this is the argument you're bringing.
It was good.
Oh my god.
It ain't even goddamn. Oh come on, bro. It's not even fucking barbecue. It's not a
Jock.
fucking tortilla.
Guy up here.
We're gonna commit full to this.
I'm trying to hold your bottom, doctor.
Okay.
Are they in your building?
Top floor? Yeah, I'm just gonna satchel the building. Everyone clear the building.
Yep.
Satchel down 30 seconds. Satchel in the building.
drop,
Get out, get out.
Wait. Which building?
Wait,
did you
Cheeks!
satchel?
Cheeks, your building! Cheeks, get out!
Did you satchel this building?
Cheeks, get out!
Oh, no,
Get
you
out!
satcheled the wrong building.
Ouch, get out!
Oh my god.
Fuck!
Such the wrong building, dude.
That was definitely not the right building.
Procrastinate, no!
Oh shit.
Dude, we're still in range.
Yeah, he meant this building.
Get out.
Can we dismantle that?
Oh, not anymore. Oh, no! Oh, no.
Alright, the BOP is still up.
Let's go.
Oh my god! He got so excited to satchel the building, he satcheled the wrong building.
There's one kill. Oh, and that's a rocket. Whoa, that's an interesting POV. Those are the rocket snipes for the Artie. Safe for the time being, and actually might see Aerith, and he does spot him and get the kill. Dark Ninja should hear that, come around the corner. Caught. Oh, and Johan catches him off guard. Will Ghoster fall as well? Yes, he does. Great triple from Johan there. And there's a quad and 5. And looks like 501 BST are first to the point. Their truck dropping off a truckload of soldiers that gets immediately obliterated by artillery. That's unfortunate with this building in control by EG. I don't see Trirex stopping this cap.
Oh,
that's a great
Arctic
shell. Infantry here, you have a DP, great name. Recon, trying not to be seen here by Piat in Kingdom's World. He is being surrounded though. And he is safe in the bush for now as he takes out 1. Takes out 2 with a pistol. You have John Wick in the game at the moment. Menthol Sushi trying to catch him. No, he doesn't know. And DP. Let's see if he can get the 3rd. Pulls out the rifle for this one and does take out all 3. Shirin, Thomer, Ronkon should run into each other. Thomer with the kill. Thomer with 2. Will his teammates get the trade? Hutch gets the kill on Ronkon. Unsure if they know that Thomer is there. Thomer getting a kill on Black Swan. We're seeing great trades here from both teams. And they are getting closer and closer to the garrison. That definitely has been spotted. However, looks like Wimbolo getting the kill. 2 kills there. That's a satchel play. Huge play. And that, actually, I shouldn't say nade. That was a tank. And that's a garrison spawn. That's a huge number of players. Tank engaging. Kalito engaging as well. Kalito getting taken out. This Panzer IV still alive. A few players left, though. There's a rocket from Zark. What could have been the last chance for the Greyhounds. And it is time for one team to win, as we have just over 20 seconds until map flip. We're about to start the grand final. So that is a cap for the line within just about 3 minutes or so. Streets playing hard cap as well. Tra may catch him off guard. No, he's not. Gonna be the other way around. Streets with 1 kill. 2 kills for Streets. 2 more players coming to counter that. That's 3 and 4 for Streets.
Wow. Great play by Streets there.
Corvus Rex looking like they are going to get the retake unless something changes here in the next few seconds. But it looks to be perhaps a cap going back in TL's favor. Still alive. Chicken Waffles in a 1 versus 3 now. That's a total of 3 kills for Chicken Waffles. And more spawns. More opportunities for kills perhaps. That's 2 more! Chicken and Waffles! That's 1 OP down that we just saw. 1 kill, 2 again for Streets. That's 3!
I don't know if that's a TL or...
That is a core airhead, absolutely.
Core airhead, tragic.
Oh no. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a cap for Core.
This is the most dramatic ending I've ever seen for a game, dude.
Core with the huge spawn behind. Will they get flanked? Oh no, the artillery! 50% cap progress, 1 minute left in the game! Just 30 seconds, Core. Stopping the cap progress now. Can they hold? I think Core might hold on. There's the tick-tick. And unfortunately for the line, not gonna happen. Core champions of the Spring Seasonal 2022. It goes to Corvus Rex. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name's Anthony, but you can call me Nitro if you so choose. Welcome to Week 3 of the main stage of the Fall Seasonal here in 2022. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. We have a lot of games going on at this very moment, and a couple that have already finished up this weekend. But today, right now, on this very stream, we're going to be watching The Line take on DC. These are two undefeated teams so far in the seasonal, so we're very excited to see which one of these teams will clinch the very first playoff spot today. I'm joined by my co-caster, Magic Jokic. Magic, good afternoon. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Anthony. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for joining me, as always. Yeah, we're very excited about this. There are 2 or 4 teams that are currently 2-0 in the main stage. Those teams are obviously The Line and DC. As well as Core and WTH, who are actually playing right at this very moment. I don't have an update on score yet. I'm sure we will in the next few minutes. But 2 teams are securing their playoff spot this week. 2 teams are going home this week as well. So this is both a clinching week and an elimination week. Let's take a look at our scoreboard here. It looks like Nirvana was eliminated by Esprit de Corps. That was in... what map was that yesterday? Oh, shoot. I don't remember. Either way.
I think it was Utah.
Utah Beach, that's right. That was a 3-2 win for Esprit de Corps. And then we also had RWJD take on 501 España. That game is happening right now, actually. At least by the time with the 30-minute delay, it actually should be over by now. So we don't yet know who won that game, but I'm sure everyone in chat by this time, they should know. So... We'll have to find out. But as far as The Line and DC, as we said, both undefeated teams. One team will get their first loss today. The other team will secure their playoff spot. So very, very exciting. It looks like teams are just now getting themselves into the server. Magic will go ahead and figure out our squad situation here in a moment. All right, I think we should be set. Awesome. All right, so Magic, we're playing on Saint Marie du Mont today. This is a map that we've seen The Line play a couple times now. It looks like they're going to be taking on the Allies side for this game. If you're The Line, what are you looking for? What are you playing for? Obviously, I know the midpoint is a huge deciding factor. But what do you think is going through the minds of these people who are doing the strats for this team?
I think they're hoping that they get a beneficial point for their team, probably Pierre's Farm or something like that. I think this is going to be a really hard match for them. DC are a really good team.
Right.
And as they were pointing out in general chat in the seasonal this morning, they've beat TL on this in scrims several times. So
Okay.
I think DC's pretty confident coming into this match, and they're also well practiced. So.
Yeah, I think if you're DC, you have to be confident. I mean, you've played now, this is your 7th game in the seasonal, and I think the Line had this advantage last year where they actually got to play through first stage just like DC has now. And I think it really paid off for them. Having that practice as a team is just super beneficial. You learn how different teams play. You get a feel for how competitive plays. It's fresh in your mind. And the Line have done a pretty good job so far themselves, but I do think having that extra experience gives DC a slight edge in this case. That being said, the Line are a great team. They placed 2nd last year in seasonal against Core, almost won the whole thing. And have had a pretty strong showing so far in their first 2 games. So I'm very excited. I was specifically hoping to be able to cast this match this week, just because these are 2 just fantastic teams with good players. And I think for the most part, these teams also just happen to get along really well. So I think it's just a fun match overall to be a part of an experience. So definitely looking forward to it. Now, well, we are just in the pregame lobby at the moment. It looks like the midpoint for this is Dugout. I know we have Pierre's Farm on the opposite side. That's going to be over to the east, I believe. And then I forget what the midpoint is. Is it AA Network? Is that right?
Yeah, I think I always call it Artillery Battery, but I believe it is a network.
Okay, yeah, I think that is the case. And the line actually played this map against STDB. They did come out on top. I think that was an AA Network midpoint for that game. But I want to say they played... Did they play Allies? I don't remember. I probably should have done a little more research for this. But either way, the point I'm trying to make is that, you know, they are experienced on this map, and it seems like they're pretty comfortable. So I'm curious to see what kind of what kind of strats these teams pull. You know, if DC is pretty confident about this particular map, you know, in scrims, then, you know, we'll see who can back that up. So looks like 97 players in the lobby thus far. Looks like should be winning on just about 2 or 3 more players. And we want to thank everybody for joining us today. Let us know who you're rooting for in chat. In fact, we do need to also get our prediction going. So as of right now, that prediction should have ended, you know, due to the 30-minute delay. So if you did vote, thank you so much for giving us your thoughts and giving us your predictions. That is always very much appreciated. And that is now all set. Of course, if you are in chat as well, feel free to use your favorite team's emotes, whether it be the line or DC, as that is also available for you to cheer on. It is now officially match start time. Looks like we have 98 players in the lobby, so we should be set here in just a moment. Magic, can we do a quick technical check and take a look at our maps here, just to make sure that that is working? Let's get that switched open. Looks like you're just getting your spawn. That's okay. Let me know when you're all ready for that, and I'll do just a quick technical test. And I think we are set here. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to do just a quick adjustment on that. If you could go back to that for just a moment, Magic. Excuse me. Move that back down. And there we go. That should be better. All right. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. And we should be good now. All right. So we're all set here on our end. I think we are good to go. And at this point, it's just kind of waiting for teams to show up and arrive. Magic, how was your weekend so far? Hopefully relaxing.
Yeah, it's been going nice. School's almost over. This is the last week coming up, but most of my stuff is wrapping down already. So I'm super hyped, getting back into some Hell Let Loose now that I have more free time.
Very nice, very nice. So what we're hearing is Magic is going to be playing for WTH here in the next couple weeks.
I don't know about that. I'm pretty washed up. It's been a while since I played.
But the flamethrower, Magic, the flamethrowers, come on.
Yeah, well, I'll be a flamethrower main when they drop that.
Yeah, what is that support? Is it 10? I thought they actually lowered the... I'm not sure what it is now. I know
it was supposed to be support 10, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that is actually giving me a reason to go back and play more now, because I am not support level 10 yet, or whatever the requirement is. I think I'm like support 4 or 5. I don't really know. I know it's one of my more played classes, but I don't think I have any class leveled up all the way.
The real question, Anthony, is are you level 10 in anything?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. But you know what? Let's check here. Let's redeploy and give ourselves a few seconds. Let's review Nitro's classes here for Hell Let Loose while we wait for this to flip. I think that'll be a good idea. That'll be a good thing. Put a little context behind my thoughts on different classes here. As soon as this cooldown ends. Okay. So, I am squad lead level 7, which is good. I do like to squad lead every so often. Rifleman, I am level 5. I usually just go with the K98 here for Axis. Assault level 4, always got to go with the G43. Automatic Rifleman is my least used class. I really don't use it all that often. I know the STG is good, but I only have that leveled up to 2. I am proud, though, of my Medic level 4, because that does unlock me the Pistol Medic. And I actually do alternate back and forth between the Kar 98 and the Luger, just because of the extra nade. So that's always nice. So big fan of that. I am support level 4, not quite level 5 yet. We're kind of getting there. So obviously machine gunner level 3, anti-tank level 3, engineer level 4, and that's about it. So yeah, no, not quite leveled up. I guess squad lead is my most played. I am commander level 4 as well. I have dabbled in commanding every so often. Not too often, but every once in a while. Classes I don't play, tank. I'm like tank commander level 1, crewman level 2. I don't tank at all. I tried once, and it didn't go well. So that's where I'm at the moment.
I would love to tank with you and Leroy sometime. Just us in a 3-man tank crew.
Let's do it. Yeah, Leroy's our buddy. You know, when I was in Texas, it was really nice to meet Leroy in person. He's a super nice guy. He introduced me to some great barbecue spots, and you would think as like a native Texan, Leroy would be a fan of like those like mom and pop like barbecue pit restaurants, but his recommendation was just to go with the Chili's brisket quesadillas, and I was really surprised by that. I did go, I enjoyed it, so thank you, Leroy, for the recommendation, but yeah, not too bad, I guess.
Yeah, Leroy's not known for his culinary tastes.
I see. Yeah, no, I know that big fan of hot dogs, street dogs. Leroy is anyway. Chili's, big fan. Jack in the Box as well. Also a big fan of In-N-Out, surprisingly. I actually liked it better than, what's the other place in Texas? That big one out there. Whataburger, there you go. Yeah, I was surprised he wasn't a fan of Whataburger.
He does like Little Caesars, though.
True. You know what? I was actually surprised. I told him my very first job ever was at Little Caesars, and he actually said one of his favorite pizzas of all time. So that was nice. That was very nice. So it looks like these teams are late, or some people are late. It looks like we have 98 players here in the lobby at the moment. So we're just kind of hanging out, waiting for people to show up. If you are in chat, let us know. If you are in the States and you're aware of Little Caesars, let us know your thoughts on Little Caesars. It's a very controversial topic from what I've heard. As far as commanding today, it looks like we are going to see Coltrane here in the commander seat. What are you seeing over on the DC side, Magic, for the commander?
Looks like Steven is in the commander slot, and I don't know if he's doing that or not. I don't know DC well enough to know who their normal commander is.
Okay. Yeah, I do see Steven actually right here in the field. So, all right, well, keep an eye out. We do want to take a look during the match at, obviously, tank positioning, look at RD defense, look at some of these crazy strats we've seen from some of the teams. I know yesterday in our one of the elimination games, there were some pretty interesting strats that we saw with AT guns, but I guess we'll discuss that if it comes up. But yeah, for now, we're just playing the waiting game at the moment. Take a look at our in-game chat here. Doesn't look like a whole lot is going on.
Looks like they have 100 now, so probably going to start any second.
Perfect. Yeah, it looks like a 50 versus 50. It wouldn't be a hell let loose game if a few people weren't late. So,
yeah, I think it was Ghoster, last person to join the server. He's always late.
Ah, Ghoster. I see. Yeah, fun fact, I actually live about 15 minutes away from Ghoster. IRL. So, Ghoster,
yeah, I met up with him in real life not too long ago, a couple months ago.
Very nice. Well, shout out to Ghoster. We are about to get things rolling here. 20 seconds here until map flip. The Line versus DC, 2 undefeated teams. And it's time to change that record for one of them. Of course, the playoff spot, the oh-so-desired top seed for playoffs. Well, we will know that by the end of the day today. But here we go. St. Marie Dumont. Magic, once again, thank you so much for joining us here today. Let's hope for a good game. I always say, as long as it's not a steamroll and teams are, being aggressive and keeping things fresh for the viewers, that to me is a pretty good game. So once we get spawned in here, we'll take a look at our midpoints and see what the setup is like. Talk strats a little bit, and by talk strats a little bit, I mean I'm just gonna listen to Magic because I don't know about strats. But let's get ourselves spawned in here. Right off the bat, looks like we are going to see another midpoint of AA Network. As we jump into admin cam here. Excuse me. So, AA Network, going to be our midpoints. As far as the line, they're also going to start with Cattle Sheds and the Barn. And it looks like DC going to start off with St. Marie Dumont and Hill 6. What are you feeling about this this setup here, Magic?
Just looking at this looks like a 90-minute long 3-2 to me.
Yeah.
I think Cattle Sheds enables TL to not have to play as defensively, and then on the other side, St. Marie Dumont, no one's taking that. So this looks like it's just going to be a huge grinder over AA Network. I definitely think DC is going to take this off the rip. And then we'll see. Probably going to be a huge grind for TL to try and get around it, but...
All right, calling the first cap to go to DC. Yeah, we'll have to take a look, excuse me, and see how that goes for the line. Looks like we're going to do a quick squad hop here for me. Been instructed to do a quick switch here. Alrighty, and I think we are getting ourselves set once again. So, we'll take a look at what these teams are bringing out. I think we're going to see the usual. We're probably going to see a Lux and a Panzer IV from the line. I'm sure we see a 75 and a Stuart from DC. Maybe a Greyhound, maybe a Puma. But I feel like at this point, SMDM has a pretty standard openers for a lot of teams. Yeah, looks like we're going to see Do Bossman and Atrocity in the Stuarts right off the rip. Over to the east, it's going to be Mutiny, Grecker, and Kalito in the 75. What are you seeing as far as armor on your end, Magic?
Looks like they have 4 tanks on DC, a Recon, a light, 2 lights, and a medium.
All right, so... definitely actually quite a bit of armor coming out then for...
Oh, actually, 2 recons. That's my bad. So, yeah, they have 5 tank squads.
Okay, yeah, we are actually seeing another recon tank that's going to be driven by Cheeks. So it looks like at least 3 pieces of armor for the line. All right, so here we go. Here comes the opener. We can already hear the artillery going off. These trucks are making their way over. Not sure if we'll be able to catch any of these tank snipes right off the bat. But looks like the line should get there pretty successfully so far. A couple of players getting out to set up defenses over at Cattle Sheds. Did we just see something blow up on your end, Magic? Or those might just be shells coming down.
I didn't see anything. I was actually looking more. Oh, yep. They just got a truck.
Yep, there's a truck snipe right off the bat. That's going to be 1 truck down for DC. Looks like the Lux, or the 2 Lux, are going to be right behind it. So it's going to be 1 tank snipe for the line right off the bat. We're going to go in favor of the line right off the start. To the west, looks like we're going to see a good mix of players from both teams. Artie is going to take out a couple of DC players. And this hedge line that has become oh so familiar for the line, going to be a starting point for them to get their troops out and get themselves set up. We should see our first couple of gunfights here. Go ahead, Magic.
That was a pretty big snipe for the line. There were a ton of guys in that truck.
Oof.
And this other truck only had 3 guys and 1 squad leader in it. So they don't have a ton of guys on the point right now. But it does look like their truck on this west side survived. And so they're holding that pretty strong right now.
Yeah, it looks like they're in good position. They do have pretty good control of the hard cap. Looks like as far as troops to the east, they are getting themselves set up as well. DC is still trying to get themselves set up on the west side, but these gunfights and these trades are a bit even at the moment. Here comes the armor for the line. The 75 is going to be rolling up. The Stuart is here as well, backed up by infantry. Lux is going to start to rip into them, though. at least on the hard cap.
Yeah, I think TL did a great job though with that snipe that allowed him to get this squad and a half right on the point now.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong showing for them in the first couple of minutes. That Lux is still up though. Looks like it's trying to hit infantry in this trench line, but I'm not seeing any, not seeing anyone spawn there. The Artie's trying to hit that spot as well.
I think Broseph Stalin's about to flank that Lux. Oh, and he just got hit by his own artillery. Tragic.
That is tragic. DC though, coming back, trying to stop some of this cap progress. We're just going to do a bit of a circle around this hard cap to get some different POVs. That Puma has driven up right up to the point as well. Is supported by the 2 Luxes on either side. So these light tanks going to be the spearhead for this push.
I think that RDTK there really set them back because now this solo Lux is going to sit on the point and just keep chilling these guys. You can see that DC's taking it back now. This bought him enough time to get some infantry up here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And while the line do have their own armor pushed up, this is a pretty strong line here from DC as far as their tanks. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of armor all pushed up the point. And that's gonna have to be dealt with. Those are some huge arty shells from DC as well. I'm actually looking over at the west side, where we have seen the line set themselves up in their previous games. Looks like Inferno and Core are going to go down in trades. Curse is going to drop Steven as well. And it looks like we are seeing Steven actually in an SL spot this time, Magic. Who are we seeing for Commander for DC?
Give me 1 second.
Sure,
It's
no problem.
Horton Ho.
Horton Ho, all right. So, over on the west side, Stevens is getting himself set up with an MG. Wasowski and Amp should hear that and immediately gets naded. Here come Ghoster and Badlock Cole. Trying to get themselves set up in that position as well. Driv is going to go down now. And this point has not been secured by either team yet.
No, this is a brutal fight. Kalito just took out one of those loops right on the middle.
Yeah, we're seeing that explosion go off now. Here comes a rocket that's going to blow up a truck on the TL side. This Lux has been hammering this midpoint, though, for quite some time. I see Vadi getting on top of it now.
Yeah, Kalito's tank needs to push up and try and get him. He just got these other 2 guys.
Let's take a quick look at our maps, Magic, because I do want to take a look at the spawn setup. Looks like TL do have quite a few garrisons right on the line. Looks like a diamond formation around cattle sheds as well, but it looks like just OPs here north of AA Network. That's going to be where they're coming from. What are you seeing on your end as far as DC? How's the setup looking?
They just have one long line across 1, 2, 3, 4 sectors on the front here. They've got a backup garrison on St. Marie just in case they don't take a network. But they basically just have this strong line of people, OPs, and garrisons pushing on a network right now.
It looks like one of these tanks actually did go down for the line. Is that a 75 that went down? No, that actually was just a Greyhound, it looks like. But still, no one has control of this midpoint yet. AA Network gonna be a pretty big grind to start off this match. We're seeing some rocket snipes come out now from DC as well. Let's take a look at the artillery just really quickly. Looks like there are a couple of squads getting themselves set up, a tank crew getting themselves back into the tank. But the rocket snipes coming out early from these teams. Looks like DC are getting control right now of AA Network. Looks like that hard cap is, we're seeing a lot more red, at least from my side. That'll be blue for you, I guess, Magic.
Yeah, it looks like DC are pretty firmly in control now. They blew up that medium that TL started off with, and then they pushed their infantry through these trenches and kind of wiped out everything TL had, besides the very north side.
Yeah, as we pull out for our bird's eye view on our end, it looks like a DC firmly in control now. That is going to be a 3-2 start for them right off the rip.
I gotta say, though, Clippy's got a great flank going right now on most of TL's attacking OPs. I bet he takes some of them out here, and it's going to set their offense back a little bit.
Oh, it looks like he did just get taken out, though. That was Chicken Waffles who got that spot. Not before taking down Taco Tastic, though. As far as where he was, though, you are correct. A lot of those OPs are gone. Part of that obviously due to the point being lost, but taking down a couple of SLs before they can get their new OPs down, it's gonna be a big win for DC. So with that, looks like some of these tanks are gonna start pushing up for DC. The Lux is gonna move along north of this road over to cattle sheds with their infantry. The line, on the other hand, are getting themselves set up just north of the point. As far as squad leads, we're going to see Chicken and Waffles out here. We're going to see Daniel as well. But DC is going to be pretty aggressive here to push along this this northeast side. I'm seeing Guerrilla Tactics right now push up in the Lux. Bloody and Chicken and Waffles should call that out here, but Bloody's going to catch Ghost Recon. Or perhaps the other way around. Oh, nope, that is a kill for Bloody. Alexi's going to go down as well. That's going to be a kill from either Taco or Broseph Stalin. Well, let's back out and take a look at this Lux. That should be dealt with here by the amount of players spawning. Looks like that's going to be one rocket from Dabs. That's going to get in. Looks like Broseph Stalin is another AT in the area. But just going to take 2 rockets from Dabs. That Lux does go down. So, over in the courtyard area, just north of AA Network, looks like TL are going to be playing from that side. Excuse me. We have seen them use this hedge line to try to get themselves pushed up onto AA. We saw this in the STDB game last week, or the week prior, I should say. And as we pull out for bird's eye view and take a look at our maps here, let's do a quick map check for the moment. Looks like the line did have 1 red zone garrison over in C6. They are trying to get some OPs off of that. That's going to be Stuper and Dr. Ty getting themselves set up on that side. But really just a couple of OPs in the red zone, trying to get themselves back over to AA. Just going to be pushing from the middle at this point. Over on cattle sheds, looks like we do have some armor getting up to this line. Tommy's going to be setting up a repair station, and that 76 is out now. That's going to be Mutiny, Grecker, and Kalido. A couple of players getting themselves set up on cattle sheds now as well. So, over on AA Network, or at least we should say over to the east of AA Network, we are seeing DC get a couple of squads, or a couple of recon squads, I should say, pushing over on the Pierre's farm side. Not sure if they're going to be trying to use flares to hunt down this infantry on the front line, or if they're going to try to get back over to the artillery side, but it looks like the rocket snipes from DC may be taking care of the arty themselves. So a bit more, leaves the recon a bit more open on how they can help. You can see Daniel take some fire from Hellron. Should be able to catch him here. It does take a couple of shots, but he does go down.
I gotta say, I just watched Taco run across this this open field on the north side of A Network. He made it all the way to the trench and then died to an explosion.
Oh,
That's
no.
the most tragic thing I've ever seen.
Things you hate to see. With St. Marie Dumont, it's so tough. I mean, you can make the call. If you think you can safely get across the open field, you can try to throw smoke, but you just never know. You just never know. We are going to see Mr. Dude, Bossman, and Atrocity back in an infantry position. They're going to be supported by Ghoster and Hobbs along this trench line. Going to be fighting Ghost Recon. Recon is going to drop Atrocity. Is still hidden in this trench line. Is going to drop Ghoster as well. Ghost Recon killing Ghoster. And Mr. Dude's gonna try to get through the smoke, but he's gonna get caught out as well. Ghost Recon literally playing as a ghost here. Gonna take the opportunity to push up and get 4. That's Bossman down. Will he get Hobbs? He does.
Leroy can get him though.
Leroy does spawn back in. He gets Sam. Call it should be made.
Oh, very sneaky Leroy in the smoke here.
Yeah. Ghost Recon does end up getting killed. Looks like that was finally a tank crew that took him down, but what a tear. Just 1 infantry taking out a whole squad. Leroy does get past, though, as you did call out. He is a squad lead. He may be able to get some OP or an OP down for his team. Try to get a little bit of a forward position. Here comes a squad spawn, though.
Oh, nice. He drilled that guy in the... Sorry, I'm just following Leroy exclusively right now. He's owning.
I'm with you here as well.
He drilled that guy in the trench over there. He didn't get the kill, but the guy fell down immediately after.
Leroy did clear that OP. Wasowski is on the other side of the hedge. He does get that kill.
Nice.
That's fantastic. Here come the rocket snipes. This is actually a rocket snipe crew. Leroy is going to go down, so this rocket should continue onto the TL Artie. But let's back out here and take a look at this front line from an aerial view. DC still having good control of this hard cap. Looks like as far as a tank crew, that's going to be Phoenix, Mono, and Curdy in... Is that still a Panzer IV? That is going to be a Panzer IV still. On the hard cap for AA. What are you seeing as far as the armor? I'm seeing the 2 tanks on the point here, Magic. Looks like the Panther has come out now. That's in Soren, Guerrilla Tactics, and Sneaky. Any other armor crews of note here?
They have the Panzer IV in middle and just the Panther that's to the west of the AA network. They do have a recon tank that's goofing around on the east side. But
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay, so pretty standard from what we're seeing then. Over to the west, I am taking a look at Wasowski Core and El Wahir. I may be saying that wrong, I apologize. Gonna be trying to push forward here. Dr. Ty is kind of just holding an angle at the moment. Dr. Ty does end up going down. That should clear the squad to move forward.
Sorry to interrupt. This Panther and the 76 are just about to fight each other. The Panther is really out of whack here. He's got his turret turned way too far left.
We are seeing that now, yeah.
I don't think they can see each other because just the elevation in this hill is stopping it.
Yeah, as we bring our camera down lower, it doesn't look like they'll be able to see each other, so they may be safe for the time being still. We are seeing Taco Tastic here again, getting up to the front line, the front door of AA Network. May be able to act as an anchor for a squad if he gets an OP down. He is going to get through the hedge. Oh, but does get taken down by the MG. That may be Sam who does take him down. Silly Little Seal, though, does get in the back of AA. Clippy is searching the area for him at the moment.
He's getting that Garrison. He just wiped it out.
Yeah,
Good job.
Yeah, Garrison down for Seal. And that's a good job hunting that back line. So, let's take a look at the Lions artillery at the moment. We do know they were taking some rockets earlier. Looks like at the moment they do have 2 guns operational. That's going to be Mage and Zaphod. So they are doing okay for right now. At least 2 guns in play. Over on the DC side, as you take a look at their RD, we are already seeing explosions here. And it looks like for the time being just 1 gun in operation. Is that a tank sniper seeing?
Yeah, they've got a tank snipe going. It looks like they're trying to build stuff to block it right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to wait for this next one to come in, and I'll follow it and see where that tank snipe's coming from.
Yeah, that is, looks like just 1 gun operational. It seems to be coming from the northwest. I'm not quite seeing where this tank is. We are seeing, looks like a squad that's going to be So Lucky, Lazy, and Stupor. Over on the west side, and this is just west of AA Network now.
Dude, check out Mutiny, Grecker, and Kalito's tank. They have the tank parked up on this ledge here. There's 2 tank sims prone on it with the repair tools out, and there's also a repair station.
Is this... Oh, wow, yeah. So we have the 76.
They're just waiting. They're just waiting.
That's Cosmos and Tommy. The tank simps just ready for them to get to work with the repair station next to them. That's incredible. That's that's great. I'm not sure if that's the tank snipe though for the artillery. It might be.
No, it's not. I just saw that when I was looking for it, and I was just amazed.
That's
that they're just prone there waiting for damage, to start repairing.
That's pretty incredible. The tank simps, TL, known very well for the dedication of these people to keeping their tanks alive. That 76 is now taking shots at that Panther, but that hill, that elevation is just blocking it. That should be getting called out by some of the infantry around. I know Hobbs and AT players in the area, Leroy's in the area as well. Over to the east, though, these squads are just kind of fighting over the middle of this road. They're both in their own hedge lines. That's Chicken and Waffle, Cafe de Mocha, Killjoy, and Dabs. Taking on Sarius, Johnny, Thorpe. Looks like a couple other players in the field there too. And that Panzer IV is still in play. That's Phoenix, Mono, and Curdy. Kind of in the southeast side of AA Network.
So I see TL has these 276s. Do they have any other tanks up on your map?
We are seeing, only pause for this precision strike here for just a moment. Oh, that did nail it.
Tank.
Did that go down? Oh, that
Yeah.
tank. Oh, where's the tank? Wait, it's not here.
Wait. Oh no, it's not there.
It got the repair station. They moved. Oh, wow. They actually managed to avoid that just by driving out of the way. Good, I guess, game sense to move before that happens. As far as tanks, though, no, I'm just seeing the 276s. So, not sure which one of those is actually hitting that, but it seems to be doing a pretty good job of taking down that artillery. And we'll take a look back here in the area and do a quick scan. Yeah, we're not seeing anything super crazy at the moment. Couple of players in the back line over here. So, let's get back to AA Network and check in, see how these teams are doing. Looks like DC are getting themselves into a good position. They managed to move to the west now of the point and are doing a good job of pushing the infantry back from the line. We are seeing Bloody Nine, his squad, coming back to defend. But he's going to have some pretty strong and intense opposition. We're seeing Bloody Dabs now. Going to try to stop this push from Night Knights. It's going to be Big Mike as well. And here comes the push. That's going to be one kill for Dabs. He is going to go down. Night Knight gets the trade. Bloody Nine should turn around and catch him here. Yes, he does. And it does save the OP. And we are seeing AA Network flash for a little bit, actually. This may just be some... yeah, this is just a sector cap from the line as they are getting troops forward. If they're able to wipe these OPs, that could put them in a good position for a counterattack. Just straight up the middle, right up to the front door. Big Mike is going to go down as well. Civ's going to try to get across the street. He's going to wipe the OP. Fluff should catch that, though. No, Civs does get the kill as well, in addition to the OP wipe. Here comes another rocket from Dabs. The line keeping the pressure up. Not going to let DC take that without a fight. Over in the courtyard, west of AA, some more rockets fly by our screen. Go ahead.
It does look like DC has countered this snipe just enough to get a second gun up, but they definitely cannot use that middle gun.
Okay, okay. So one gun, the line seemed to have just nailed it and gotten them out of there. So very effective. I mean, Magic, we've talked about this, you know, both on and off stream. I'm not a fan of the cheese strats and the tank snipes. Obviously, at this point, it's just part of the game. There's not a whole lot teams can do about it. But when you start to get into the, the extra cheesy strats, I mean, we saw, in yesterday's game, Esprit de Corps versus Nirvana, teams getting an AT gun on top of a radar dish. I'm not a fan of that, and I'm speaking both as just a casual player, someone who doesn't play competitively, but also, more importantly, as a viewer. If I'm watching a game and these teams are pulling some of these cheesy strats out, it's not an indication of skill to me. It's more so just who can spend more hours trying to find this one snipe that this team maybe hasn't heard of yet. So it's definitely a bit of a turnoff for me from the viewer perspective. If a casual player comes into a stream and sees that happening, it doesn't really sit right with me. Obviously, people can have the argument of like, oh, but it's in the rules, it's allowed. I don't really care. It's just a bit lame for me when you're seeing some of these cheese strats that teams will steal from each other, and that's totally fair. It's fair game. But for me, it kind of diminishes from the gameplay a little bit when these strats are happening.
Yeah, I agree. It does get really corny at some point, and I do just miss kind of the classic Hell Let Loose before that stuff was going on. But I also understand it. In terms of the artillery snipe, you almost have to, because artillery is so miserable. Some of the other stuff, is just trying to get a one-up on your opponent. But, you can get a one-up on your opponent many ways. You don't have to do it through corny expansions of how the game is played. You know, you can do it by being smarter than the other player.
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
being a better first-person shooter player than the other player. You know, there's a lot of different ways you can do it, but you know, a lot of these people are like a horse that bucked you, and now you're looking for them. They're all gonna walk downhill.
Yeah,
they're not gonna.
absolutely.
They're not gonna take the harder route.
No, I agree with you 100%. I can't see where I can't even see where this tank snipe is coming from the line. But the fact that, you know, we can't even figure out a way to, I guess, figure out where it's coming from. I guess I could do a quick fly around on the map and look for it.
Dude, I am looking for it in admin cam, and I can't figure out where it's coming from.
There are no tanks
here. I have
here.
no idea. It's got to be an AT gun or something like that. But
Yeah.
wherever it is, you know. Oh wait,
I think.
Did I find it? No.
No, I'm seeing a couple of players in their spawn. And at this point, I'm just kind of looking for where it's coming from. That's gonna be my mission for this game. Because yeah, I don't really see much of anything other than the actual AT itself. So anyway, that being said, the rocket snipes are going to continue. The tank snipes are going to continue. We're seeing it from both teams. We're just going to have to play on, I suppose. So let's do a quick map check then, Magic, since it's been a minute since we've done that. As far as positioning, we're not seeing any red zone garrisons from the line at the moment. A couple right on the front line between, you know, zones 4 and 5. Seems to be just a straight line push out the middle, with some squads extending out to the east and the west. So nothing extremely crazy. I am seeing Ghoster start to get next to this Panther, and if he does manage to get behind, no, that's going to take him out. So nothing extremely out of the ordinary. What are you seeing on your end, Magic?
Just seems pretty grindy, to be honest. DC has most of their infantry control on the east side.
Okay.
And most of their garrisons on the east side. They don't have any west side garrisons except one that's behind a network. But they do have this Panther over here that's holding the left side or the west side pretty good. So I don't think they're in much trouble of losing anything right now. This is just going to be a huge grind for the next hour.
I agree. I think it's going to take a pretty huge coordinated push. It's going to take a push with armor. Might take an airhead. But yeah, no, I think the line are going to have to dig in and get ready for the long haul for the next 60 minutes, I guess, because they, you know, they do need that 2-minute cap time. So about 60 minutes left to make it happen.
Outside of recon players, the only people that DC has in the red right now are 2 squad leaders. Both just died. One got his OP wiped. So just one squad leader now. And so DC is pretty committed to holding the blue sectors right now. They're not really pushing a whole lot.
Yeah, and that's all they really need to do, I guess. If they can at least keep a little bit of pressure up towards cattle sheds and just kind of defend for the moment. I mean, yeah, that's all they need to do, secure that 3-2 and secure their spot in the playoffs. So, on AA, it looks like we are going to see just squads duking it out. Ezio and Leroy should run into each other at the moment. Leroy's going to start taking fire, but come out on top with the kill. Ghoster's coming behind to support now, and the Ari's going to help them out as well. That's Winston and one other player going down. But Leroy and Ghost Recon should meet again here in just a couple of minutes. In related news, it looks like Dabs and Civs are going to manage to find this tank here, that Panther. Going to try to take a shot. Civ's just going to get behind them, maybe trying to bait out the tank. Oh, but he's going to go down. Deshuna going to manage to get back inside the tank, and Dabs and Civs do both go down. So Lucky, going to get behind it with an MG, though, and take out some of the infantry in the area. That's going to force the Panther to back up a little bit. Will that allow armor for the line to move forward? Let's try to find that 76 in the area.
DC is back to all 3 guns, so I don't know if they took down that snipe.
Okay, I see. So already seems to be fully online for DC. Did see something just explode. I think that 76 from the line managed to blow up. Oh, that was the Panzer IV finally. So that finally ended up going down. That had been in play for quite some time. And that is going to be Cosmos and Tommy back on top of the tank. That's Mutiny, Grecker, and Kalito. We're seeing essentially a 5-man tank crew in the 76. That's fantastic. And that tank should start to push up now. It's quite a ways away from engaging that Panther, and that Panther is starting to move a little bit more to the west. But a lot of DC is just stacked up on this side. Now, they are managing to go down. Is that an MG spray? I'm not sure if all these kills were from So Lucky, but we just saw about 4 or 5 players drop here. And I think that was So Lucky, just with a huge spray down in this OP. Here comes another spawn. We're going to see it again, maybe. It looks like they are looking in that direction, so maybe not 2 times in a row. But still a pretty great couple of kills from So Lucky there. He does eventually get taken out by El Wahir. And that OP is going to go off again, so his squad is going to be able to get back in the game. Dr. Tai should get another OP down. So I'd say that's a net positive for the Lion, at least in this part of the map.
Yeah, I think TL's kind of taking these western sectors. They had a pretty good presence at this western compound here. They've died, obviously, but they've at least moved up past the trenches where they were fighting before.
Yeah, no, they gained a little bit of ground back, both in the north and to the west. They do have a couple of players still just outside the hard cap for AA. That already is going to make this push a little bit harder. I see Ghoster and Hob. They are going to be forced to reposition and maybe take a different approach. DC having their guns back online is going to make that difficult for them to get back into it. But over to the east as well, we're seeing a couple of squads. That 76 is still supported by quite a bit of infantry. I'm seeing the Panther is back on the hard cap for AA. But DC still looking pretty strong as far as their positioning. The Lion are trying to get themselves wrapped around to the east now, too. We're going to see Daniel take a squad forward. Are seeing... oh, it looks like an AT gun is set up here. That's Du Chateau, or maybe...
Yeah, that's a really nice angle he has there. You can see he's shooting into this wheat field that's like 300 meters away. He probably can't see the wheat, and so he's getting a lot of these guys that are coming in on these OPs here.
Wow, yeah, that is that is definitely playing the long game, getting that positioning so far out. AA Network, though, still a sea of red over the point. So DC not letting up, despite being pressured from a couple of different angles now at this point. That artillery is allowing their infantry to move forward now into where Ghoster is positioned. Lazy is on a tank carcass, just trying to get some peeks. He's going to get dropped by Steven, though. And we are just over 30 minutes now into this game. Taco-tastic making his trek across the open field again. If Fluff doesn't catch him here, he might get there safely. It looks like he does. Does manage to get his OP down. Gonna get himself up now to the hedge line. Fluff does get taken down. Taco's gonna get a kill on Truma. Ninja Pulver does see where it's coming from. Not sure if he can catch him, though. It doesn't matter. Taco's gonna get dropped anyway. That's gonna be Soul Raver with the kill. And a couple of players now having to get out of the Panther to repair. I wonder if they're getting shot from the that AT gun. That might be connecting, because that turret's now facing that area. Guerrilla Tactics and Soren gonna get out to repair. Vadi and Driv gonna spawn on a nearby OP. And let's do one more quick map check magic as we take a look at our spawns. The line looking like they do have a pretty strong presence now in the red zone to the east. Gonna have at least 2 squads, a couple of OPs, and they are managing to gain some ground in that area. What are you seeing on the DC side? Anything in particular as far as offense?
No, they have no offense whatsoever. Besides the recon guys, the rest of their guys are all on defense here on this long line along A network. They do have more ground on the west side now.
Okay.
They pushed TL back significantly over there. But like you said, the east side, there's a big gap, and their garrison's about to go down. I can see it right here. So
Okay.
you can tell that TL's pushing in over there.
We are starting to see a bit of aggression from the Panther now, though, as that is pushing along that west side, along this hedge line. That's going to be a lot of infantry targets for them, and not really a whole lot they can do. We have Ghoster on AT, Civs as Assault, but we'll see if Ghoster might... Yep, Ghoster is the first one to go down now. It should be open season for this Panther. Lyra Inferno gonna have to back off now. DC plays it right, their infantry should be able to capitalize on that. They have smokes, they have the tank support. But on the flip side, on AA on the hard cap, Philip Bolby is managing to sneak around to where this Panther is. He might be able to get a satchel down. You should hear it. He does get behind it. And no one is there to catch him. He is going to get the Garrison down first, though. Night should actually catch him here. He does, but not before getting that Garrison down. That's a great play. Getting behind enemy lines there for the line. Panther is going to move out now to the east. The call may be made, may have been made, that players from the line are on the east side, so the Panther is going to reposition now. Gonna catch players trying to cross the road now from the north. Excuse me. But it looks like Artie Smoke is covering that west side. And this has basically been a wipe. Or at least the DC has wiped out on the line. Leroy does get a kill in the smoke. Gonna get himself out of there, but a lot of those spawns in that area are now gone. There are 2 OPs there still. So one more spawn is going to be able to happen here for the line. It's going to be Stevens, Inferno, and Hobbs. Winston still in the smoke. There's Stevens with the... Is that a shotgun kill? That is a shotgun. Stevens with the shotgun engineer now. That's fantastic.
And it looks like TL has no artillery whatsoever. Their recon are just shutting down the artillery guys. They don't even have a tank sniper or anything. It's just the old-fashioned way.
So that's going to be DC's recon shutting down the line's artillery. Yeah, looking right now, and there are no guns operational. That's kind of insane to see.
They do have the rocket snipes coming in, though. I should mention that.
Okay, okay. So DC looking like they may have a slight edge on recon. Let's take a quick pop over to the DC side once again. And it looks like this is 3 guns operational for DC. So definitely the advantage for DC as far as recon. As far as artillery, I should say. Excuse me. And back at AA, still a decent amount of red. We're seeing 2 pieces of armor in play for DC. It's going to be one on the east, one over to the west as well. As we fly over to the line side of the field, we do have infantry getting set up to the northwest a little bit. Maybe trying to go for this long flank, get around behind this Panther. We are seeing an AT gun being set up. That's going to be Ghoster on the AT gun. Not sure if that elevation will allow him to see the Panther. No. I don't think that elevation will let it happen. I'm actually going to take a quick look. I'm not seeing too much armor from the line. We are going to see Mutiny, Grecker, and Kalito over to the east side. But as far as the middle of the map and the west, not a whole lot going on for armor for TL. But we're going to see Cosmos still on top of the 76. They might actually have an angle on that Panther. It is behind 2 hedges. And they're seeing something there, but one of these Panthers is still alive for the time being. DC now, getting a couple more players on this east side. It looks like the call is being made that there are a couple of squads from the line pushing on from this angle.
Anthony?
Yes.
Go up to a G2.
G2. Let's take a look here. It is over here. And oh no. Oh no. Not again.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, I
the
guess.
line, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's disappointing to see. As I said, I hate that kind of gameplay. I hate to see it as a viewer. I am disappointed that that's coming from the line. We saw Esprit de Corps use it yesterday. Just not good for the comp scene, if you ask my opinion. But well, that's happening now. So that's the line. Looks like they managed to get on top of that. It was that the radar dish or whatever. But if it works for them, I guess it works. But not very skillful, if you ask me. Unfortunately,
that's a pretty nice angle, though. I bet that is going to get a lot of kills.
Yeah, I guess if you want to check it on the Arty every so often, see if they still have those 3 guns up.
They're drilling this Panther right now, but the hedge isn't rendering in for them.
Okay.
So they're firing a little low and it's blowing up in the hedge, but the Panther is damaged.
Okay, so they're actually using it against the Panther, at least for now. Yeah, I can see the shells coming in too. So, well, we're almost at the halfway point at this time. The cheese strats are in full effect here, here at the this stage in the seasonal. But as far as the infantry down on the ground, Cafe de Mocha is actually going to get behind the Panther now. There's going to be one rocket that's going to be good. It's going to force that that tank to back up. Not going to turn around, though, so he should be able to get the second rocket off. There it is. That does connect, but not enough to take down the tank, unfortunately. Nesoran's going to get out now for the repairs, as well as Sneaky. Soul Raver is here to defend. And that's a lot of infantry in the area now. Cafe de Mocha is going to go down instantly. But a couple of good rockets, though, for this team.
Yeah, huge pain in the ass to get out and have to repair that.
Yeah.
I can't move or do anything like that, and so
it's going to be out of commission for a little bit. There. Yeah, no, definitely. Good. That's good AT play right there. AA Network, though, still in control by DC. We're going to get some close quarters fighting in this trench and hedge line to the north-northwest. We're going to see Civs and Stevens try to eliminate Winston from this area here, but Winston actually is just going to plant a satchel down and just guard it with his life. And Civs and Stevens are just unaware at this point. We do have my doorbell ringing. We're going to ignore that, though, Magic, and keep playing. Stevens and Winston may catch each other here in a moment. And that is going to be a shotgun kill for Stevens. He actually may find the satchel. I don't think he's going to get that in time. No, he doesn't find the satchel.
No, he didn't even see it.
Oh, no.
It didn't matter.
Oh, that's quite tragic. And it looks like I am going to have to answer this doorbell. You're going to have to excuse me for just a moment, Magic. I'm going to leave my camera over AA, and if you give me just a minute, I'll be right back. All right, and we are back. My apologies. Looks like, as of right now, AA Network still quite a bit of red. Not a whole lot of the line players in the area for the moment. Over to the east, though, we have Cosmo still on top of that 76. That's Mutiny Grecker and Kalito. Cafe de Mocha, Chicken Waffles, Killjoy in the area. Gonna manage to get past Night Knight, who's in the Wheatfield prone. Anything you're seeing from the DC side, Magic? Anything of note?
There's just not a whole lot going on. TL takes a little bit of ground. DC takes a little bit of ground. They push back and forth.
Right.
You know, DC is still not pushed out of the blue. It's pretty much the same as it has been for the last 45 minutes.
Yeah, and we did. You did predict right off the bat it was going to be a bit of a grind fest. We do have Mr. Dude, Bossman, and Atrocity in the 76 now over to the west side. They may try to make a move there with a lot of this infantry that's over to the southwest. Because we are seeing a couple of squads now fighting this Panther. That's going to be... Who's in that Panther? Let's find out. That's going to be Alexi, Kamikaze, and Shuna. But Dabs is going to get one rocket out here. That's going to be a ricochet off that Panther. That may... Not sure where exactly that came from. Unless that came from the radar dish way over there. That, I guess, is a possibility. No, that's going to be a tank shell from the 76.
TL's got its RD back online. They had some guys spawn back there to defend it. And so I think their RD's just getting some kills right now, allowing TL to get some of this cap weight into the sector.
Yeah.
They don't have anyone on the point. You know, despite the cap progress right now, this is all just sector weight.
Yeah, and that Panther actually did go down, so that is going to help out some of their infantry on the west side. In addition to Hobbs and Civs and Inferno getting a couple of kills. Inferno's going to go down, but Hobbs and Civs are going to push forward. Here come the nades now as well. Another one from Sivs. He's going to push out. Core might catch him here out in the open. He does. Sivs is going to go down. I think, is this a tank that just went down as well?
Yeah, it was a 76.
That 76 to go down. So we are seeing some trades in the armor now. It's going to be costly for both teams. Taco-tastic making his way back to the trench line once again, though. It's going to get a kill on Vadi. Not sure if that was Soul Raver or Thorpe that may have gotten that trade, though. Here comes another piece of armor, though. This is going to be... Oh, it's Dew Bossman and Atrocity, so still alive in this second 76. Going to try to make their way over. That cap progress that TL made was pretty significant for a while there. However, they may be trying to make a pretty coordinated push now. All we need is a bombing run to clear out some of these garrisons, and this could be an effective recap, but we'll have to wait and see. So, that 76 back online. Or I should say, at least has been pushed up. Leroy is going to go down. Hobbs going to try to make his way to the front of this trench line.
I think this game is going to boil down to who can have the best explosions, which is pretty much how Let Loose in a nutshell. But it seems like when TL's RD is up and DC's RD is down, TL makes some progress. They get some guys into the cap sector, and when the vice versa is true, DC makes progress. And you see these guys, they take these areas like this west compound.
Right.
And then an RD shell comes in and wipes the whole squad, and then a dude just walks in and takes it back himself, you know? So
right.
I think the explosions are just going to be the biggest factor in this game, the tanks and the RD.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. Looks like right now the line are getting some of that ground back along that hedge line, which again, that's what we've been seeing. I don't see any players over, or actually looks like maybe Coltrane on that AT gun.
Bossman and Mr. D right now, they're in a great team battle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and the precision strike, though. Gonna take them out. Oh, that's the caster's curse magic. You have it now, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was bad. They were just about to kill this Panther. They already had one shot in it, and the Panther was ricocheting on them. Then that precision strike just came down and blew them up.
Gotcha. Oh, that's quite unfortunate, but that is going to be a second piece of armor down, and right now the line have no armor in play. There's not one tank alive for TL, so... or actually, excuse me, no, there is one coming out. That's Kalito Grecker and Mutiny. Apologies, okay. So this is coming up the middle from Cattle Sheds. There's going to be 176, so that's what they got to work with at the moment. Are we seeing multiple tanks for DC Magic?
They have that one Panther that's out now. They have another solo light tank that's rolling up to the point.
Okay.
And then I think they're rolling another Panther out of spawn as well.
I see. Yeah, I can see that Panther actually coming in now. Along the east side, though, I think it is notable that DC are massing a few more players here, kind of like to the southeast, kind of closer towards St. Marie Dumont. Looks like we've got a couple of recon squads, just a regular full squad as well. So they may be trying to put some of this pressure back that they were receiving a few minutes earlier. As far as the DC commander, we are going to see Horton Ho out in the wheat fields east of the point. Panther still in play. It looks like that has been repaired fully now. And the grind seems to be continuing. So if you are just joining us, welcome everybody. My name is Anthony. You can call me Nitro. I'm joined by Magic Jokic, my co-caster. And we're watching the line take on DC here on St. Marie Dumont. The line obviously playing as the allies from what you can see on your screen. DC playing as the Axis. And we're currently seeing a fight over AA Network. So thank you so much for being here. This is the game that will decide who gets to clinch that very first playoff spot in the seasonal. So very exciting game for both teams. Both teams are 2-0, so they have plenty of opportunity to secure it still if one team does lose today, and one will in the next 40 minutes or so. DC doing a good job of just keeping this front line in play. They have been pressured from a few different angles. This western push a few minutes ago looked like it may go the way of the line. But we're just super in dabs here at the moment on the west side. Not too much going on as far as pressure. Steven is going to make his way over and immediately get blown up by artillery as soon as we turn the camera to him. And as we move along this eastern road, Still this same couple of squads here fighting over this area. It's going to be Dingleberry Burt, Cafe de Mocha, Chicken and Waffles, and Swarm. Fluff has been on this other side of the hedge. He's going to take a quick peek. Not going to get any kills this time, but Swarm isn't looking at him. If Fluff peeks this other side, he may get a kill, but Swarm is now moving. Gonna catch him out in the open. Oh, he does get the kill on Fluff. So it is going to allow his squad mates to push forward, but Bleacher is in the wheat fields looking at that opening. Going to catch anyone who manages to peek their head open. Killjoy is going to go on the east side of that hedge. And Bleacher's going to manage to get on the other side. Managed to avoid the nade, actually, but going to catch a bullet in the head from Chicken and Waffles. Back over to AA. Looks like most of DC is actually pushed forward from it, but we are seeing some artillery smoke spawn out here. I wonder if that's to maybe block the line of sight for the rocket snipes. Maybe try to block it so they can't get the pixels right. I'm not too sure. I can't say for sure. But what we are seeing is a Lux here. It's going to be Deshuna. Gonna get attacked by... I didn't catch the name of that AT player, but Leroy is in the area as well. There's 4 infantry and the Lux. Let's see what Leroy can do. So Winston's going to pull up on the other side of this. And here comes Leroy. Should catch him there. Supported by his squad. That's going to be a big spawn. And we're seeing a couple players now. Civ, Silly Little Seal, who are equipped to take down the Lux. 2 are going to go down, though. Silly Little Seal is alive. Is he going to try to get a satchel down? Did we just see Seal knife someone? I'm not sure if that was a melee kill or not. I saw an arm swing and then someone dropped. So I'm not sure if that was a melee kill or a shovel, whatever it may be, but that's great.
I just missed it. I didn't see.
That's tragic. Doesn't manage to get up to the Lux though, unfortunately. So that light tank is still in play. Oh, that's a big spawn. Ghost Recon's gonna go down immediately. Not before getting 2 kills though.
And they spawned after he destroyed the OP, the famous bug. It looks like Leroy's just going to put it back down.
Yeah, no, that's unfortunate timing for DC. Sibs, though, looks like he's going to get that satchel in play. He and Ghoster are going to defend it with their lives. Ghoster does get the trade. I wonder if that satchel's going to get called out, though.
I don't think that the tank even has anyone in it. It's just parked here, so...
Is it just an empty tank? That might be an empty tank at this point.
It is, yeah.
Okay. Well, good for maybe a couple of infantry kills, at the very least.
They parked it there and went and jumped in the Panther, the solo tanker did.
Oh, I see that, yeah. That Panther over to the west. Well, there goes the satchel. There goes everybody in the vicinity. That Lux is going to go down. And it looks like that area is clear of just everybody, not just DC. So, Panther out to the west of the point. We'll be looking for some of this other armor for the line. Candle shed's looking like not too much going on at the moment. I am glad to see that AT gun is no longer on top of radar, so that's always nice to see. But the line seem to have their biggest mass of forces kind of to the northeast of AA network. This intersection that we're seeing that's smoked off is going to be kind of their main point of attack for the moment, or at least to coincide with that western push. And we're just seeing a lot of trades at this point. You know, that Grindfest is something we predicted from the top. Not going to be an easy point to retake for the line, but they have 35 minutes to do so, or I guess I should say 33 minutes to get started doing so. Broseph Stalin going to be hanging out on the second floor of this broken building as an AT player. Bill Bowlby going to make his way over to the east. And I would love to know, because there are some games that are happening right now, as far as games that started in the last 2 hours or so. We don't know the results of those games. So if anyone in chat does have results to share in chat, please do share them, obviously, as long as it's not a spoiler, if it hasn't happened on stream yet. But please let us know. That way we can catch up and figure out the rest of these games. DC being relentless with these rocket snipes. against the line. Taking a quick look, at least on our map side, looks like they do have 2 guns operational still, but at least one seems to be down for the most part. One thing to note, though, DC has gotten 1 squad out in the back line near Cattle Sheds. Stupor is trying to deal with it at the moment, but if you look west of Cattle Sheds, Magic, there are a few players in the area. Not sure where this OP might be, but it could be a good opportunity for them to increase this lead.
Yeah, this is the first time they've had some attackers in the red zone for quite a while. So I do think it shows that the attack on A network is letting up a little bit, enough for them to get some guys out there. But so far, it's just 1 squad. Looks like 4 guys spawning in that OP. So I don't think it's going to be a huge danger, but they definitely got to find it.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you. That's going to be Ninja Pulver squad. Sam's going to get in position with the MG. And it looks like a couple of squads are coming back to defend. That's going to be Leroy, Dr. Ty, at least 2 squad leads that are moving back to try to clear it out. So that is going to definitely relieve some of the pressure on the front line for DC. Looks like they are going to get a couple of kills, start to make some progress. But Sam with this MG could be could cause an issue for them if they start to push out from this open field. We'll see if anyone manages to get caught out. Here come the shells. That's going to be Inferno going down first. Stupor and Dr. Ty. Stupor gets taken out as well. Will he catch the 3rd SL? He might. If he just turns his head a little bit to the right, he may be able to see Dr. Ty. Not going to catch him, but Truma in the street might. No, he's going to stay alive for the time being. But, as we said, that's going to be a little bit of relief for this front line for DC. Over to the east side now, Chicken and Waffles, random in position along this hedge line. We're going to see the tank crew return once again. That's going to be Mutiny, Grecker, and Kalito, supported by Tommy and Cosmos. Tank Simps playing very close to their beloved tank. And that 76 is going to get back in position in a similar area to where it was before. One thing to note, I think, is that Panther is still in position just east of AA, basically on the hard cap of AA. And it's managed to just stay alive this entire time. That's kind of nutty to see.
Yeah, it looks like DC has 3 Panthers up right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing 1 on AA, 1 to the west of it as well.
There's also 1 to the east-southeast.
Yep, I'm seeing that now as well. So, pretty strong armor showing here for DC. You know, TL always known for their tank crews, and they seem to have been holding their own for the most part this match. But DC showing they're coming out to play in these tanks.
Yeah, they have 3 Panthers and they have 900 fuel, so it's not a problem for them right now.
Yeah, they're definitely looking good. As far as let's take a look at resources, Magic. Actually, so if we pull up our maps once again. Looks like we're looking at 244 munitions, 567 manpower, only 60 fuel though for the line, although I did see something just spawned. Looks like a new heavy has just been spawned, 76, that's Kalito, Grecker, and Mutiny, so they just used the last of their fuel resources. Obviously that can be replenished with ease, but for the time being, gonna have to try to keep these pieces of armor alive. And we are seeing a bit of pressure coming from DC now, as this front line is just inching ever so slowly to the north. That Panther has pushed up a little bit. That's going to be Amp right behind it. We're seeing 2 Panthers, actually, that have pushed up. More rocket snipes coming from DC as well. I think that... Did that 76 blow up? Or... Yeah, I think the line actually lost that 76 that was pushed up. So that's going to allow these 2 Panthers to move forward. We're seeing 1 move just along the road north of AA. A couple of infantry spawning behind it to support them. And it looks like that Artie is not going to make it any easier for the line as well. But in all fairness to the line, they haven't lost, you know, too much ground. It really just seems to be, as Magic, you described it, that kind of that tug of war with these, you know, 200 meters of space between AA and this courtyard. That seems to be where most of the back and forth has been. A couple of squads from each team have managed to get in the back lines, but I wouldn't say we've seen anything super significant as of yet. And with
no, this east side has just been kind of a grind right on the line where the road is.
Yeah, no, that road seems to be the front line for these teams. So we did see Random just get taken down by Johnny Doint. Cosmos is in the area looking for him. But the line are sending some backup from the northeast as well. Sirius looks like he did get 1 kill on Killjoy. Brutish is going to get a kill. Cafe de Mocha here to support as well. And the line are going to have to make something happen if they want to secure that win. As we said, DC and the line both undefeated. DC, this is their 7th game of the seasonal. If they win this, they will be 7-0, which is an absolutely insane record. The line, thankfully for them, got to skip the first 2 stages, but they are 2-0 in the main stage against some pretty decent teams, so... but DC just looking like they're in a good position to keep this 3-2 lead, at least for now.
Yeah, you can kind of see DC making some progress in the center and on the east side, and a little bit on the west. They made it up to this trench system again.
Right.
I think you're just kind of seeing the effects of TL being worn down over the last hour. As you said, they're a little low on fuel. DC's not, so I think DC is winning the tank battle overall, especially having the 3 Panthers up.
Right.
And, between the RD and everything else being down, I think you're just kind of seeing TL, slowly being pushed further and further back because they can't hold this area for as long without all those resources.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you there. As far as infantry, and we are seeing the line, and they have shooters that are winning gunfights, or at least are getting trades if their teammates are dying. We did see Dabs and Dr. Ty on the west side clear out a couple of infantry. In fact, Dabs may be able to get down this trench line as he gets a 3rd kill. And I wonder if there are any OPs or spawns in the area. This could be a good opportunity for them. While he's not a squad lead, he does have eyes on this Panther that is already damaged, so perhaps a good opportunity here. Truma is in the area, though, as well as Winston. They may be looking for each other right now. Dab is just going to get on top of this destroyed Panther and see who we can find. Not going to find anything except a bullet to the face from Winston, unfortunately. So here comes some more rockets toward the front of this Panther, and that's going to be a rocket from... Actually, we didn't quite see who that was from. But that Panther definitely taking some a pounding from some of this infantry. As far as armor for the line, looks like the 76 is actually just coming up from cattle sheds at the moment. That's going to be Tommy and Random nearby, but that's going to be Meet Me Grecker and Kalito's tanks. And over on the east side, actually, Magic, if we take a look, this DC squad has cleared out most of TL. They are going to have a chance here to set up for a cattle sheds attack from the east. We're seeing Thorpe, Sirius, Pang, Scarp. There's an AT player as well from DC. And they're actually gaining quite a bit of ground. Not a whole lot of opposition. It's going to take a lot of work from Brutish's squad here. That's Brutish, Dingleberry, Burt. I see Coltrane in the back here as well.
Yeah, I got to tell you, though, the squad's got to make it up to this wheat field in order to push into cattle sheds. And they're about to run into Brutish, who is the most patient and campiest player I have ever come across. He dies there, of course. But
right.
He frustrates the hell out of me. He is so patient. He will just wait for you, for 10 minutes if he has.
Well, see, he may have another opportunity to stop this push. If they do make it up to this wheat field, though, and that could be trouble for the line. It looks like they are pushing that 76 out in the area, so a call must have been made by Brutish or someone else in command chat for that tank to be repositioning. So, Thorpe now is making his way in the back line. Might have an opportunity to take out Kebab, Taco-tastic, Broseph Stalin if he manages to push forward. And here comes this armor push now from the line. Here come Brutish and Dingleberry Burt as well. Gonna try to maybe secure this wheat field. But we'll have to keep an eye on this push from DC because they did make some progress there. The line managed to get their players back into their OP spawns and try to alleviate some of that pressure. But DC have OPs in this wheat field now. It's gonna give them some opportunities to push. Over on AA Network, as we move back to the middle of the map here, there is not a whole lot of presence from the line in this area.
And Pang Pang from DC is wiping out TL's Eastern Garrison on cattle sheds right now. That's really going to allow them to get some space. Oh, and he gets strafing run.
Oh, wow.
Right?
He just
got
caught
the garrison,
that.
Though. Yeah, he
okay.
got the garrison.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Not in time. So the sacrifice play seems to have worked out for them. Players are going to have to move back to set up these defenses. The line do still have 3 garrisons in the area, both north, south, and west of cattle sheds. But losing that eastern one, it does open up a bit of space. Luckily, the line do have infantry in the area to kind of prevent that. They do have their 76 out here to the east as well. But it's going to take a bit of effort to hold that. There is another tank coming up the middle from the line that is going to go back to this intersection near AA Network. That's going to be Mutiny, Grecker, and Kalito. The tank to the east, then, is actually going to be, if we can find it here, that's going to be Do Bossman and Atrocity. They are taking some fire, though. That's a really long-distance tank fight we're going to see. They're actually taking fire from a Puma. That's going to be Nasoran and a Puma lobbing shells at the 76 from a distance. I think we are seeing some more explosions out here to the west. I'm not sure if that's maybe a Panther down. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, it looks like this Panther finally did go down. Not sure who exactly took that out. But on the west side, the line looking like they're getting set up for a push. It's going to be Stupor Squad being supported by Lazy, Cursed, and Ghoster. And actually a couple of squads, if you move even further southwest, they're being supported by MG fire from Dabs. So the line looking like they might be trying to make something happen here. There is a red zone garrison over in C6 Magic, and looks like this may be their point of attack.
Yeah, right now I'm watching a Kalito Mutiny and Gregor's tank. They just got marked by a recon, and this Panther is drilling them now. Really long range. They're kind of in some trouble.
Is this the tank closest to AA Network? Let's
yeah, the one right up the middle.
Yeah, they're backing up now. We can see them, yeah.
Yeah, they just took one shot from this Panther that just missed. I'm not sure if they can even see him, but that Panther's... Oh, yeah, they hit him there. Nice shot.
Okay, all right. So they're a bit of a long-range tank battle. I can see the angle from our end here. That Panther way out in the distance. That is damaged, actually. Ooh, that's going to go down.
Great shot.
Just threading the needle there. Great shots from Mutiny, Grecker, and Kalito.
Sick shot by Grecker. I'm pretty sure he's the one on the gun there.
Yeah, that's going to be a big win for them. They need that right now. They need any advantage they can get if the line won any chance of taking this point back.
Yeah, I got to say, when we streamed TL's game last time versus STDB, I believe, I called out that Grecker hit ricocheted on the turret, and he made sure to message me afterwards and explain the full context of the situation to me. He did not ricochet.
Okay,
and
okay.
I should mention that just in light of his awesome shot there, Gregor's a top gunner.
Nice, very nice. Looks like Mutiny did get shot out there trying to repair this tank. I'm sure we'll have no problem getting back to it, though. The line, though, looking like they are getting a bit of progress toward AA now, at least on this west side still. Here comes a precision strike. Is that going to be on this 76? It's going to miss. The game sense for some of these crews for the line is pretty stellar, I got to say. Managing to to evade some of these precision strikes. So the second 76 over to the east... looks like Thorpe is just going to ride the 76 at this point. And Thorpe is on the line's tank. Mr. Dew's going to get out. Just going to pistol him. Oh, he misses! He misses his shots! Everyone's missing their shots. Oh, Thorpe does go down. Dew is alive. Going to stop to bandage. And I don't know how Mr. Dew survived that encounter. But somehow he did. And he actually manages to get back in the tank. So, That's fantastic. So just under 20 minutes left in the match now. We're seeing both teams make progress on opposite sides of the map. DC looking like they do have good positioning on the east side. Over to the west, has the line been able to hold their forces on the west? Somehow, some way, they have a little bit of pressure, but I don't know that without any arty or tank support that it's going to happen in the next few minutes. So, looks like we're going to get some skirmishes here southwest of AA as the line try to get some sort of positioning going to set up a push. They do just have the one red zone garrison, but looking at our map and Magic, let's do a quick map check here. We're just seeing just the one garrison in the red for the line, about 4 or 5 OPs, but not really a whole lot of blue in the red sector. DC, on the other hand, look like they have at least something going on the east side.
Yeah, they don't really have a lot of guys in the red. It's just Ninja Pulver at the moment.
Okay.
But they do have OPs and stuff that are pushed up close enough for them to attack.
Okay, and you know what? I guess I got to eat my words because some of these gunfights are going in favor of TL, and they're getting a few more squads over to AA, and just like that, some cap progress is starting to come. More trades going in favor of the line as well. I don't know if they have the armor. No, there's no allied armor directly near AA, but with this infantry push, this might be an opportunity. Here comes a big explosion on the hard cap. And we'll see if this team can keep this pressure up. So, in the last third of the game, we should say, I think we're going to see even more of a meat grind here in this hard cap. You know, the action did kind of spread out here in these last half hour, 45 minutes or so. But as the line tries to make something happen, here comes some flares from recon players. DC is calling players back to the wheat field behind AA. And this is going to be not their last attempt or last chance, because they do have some time still, but really got to make sure your positioning is good to make this happen.
Ninja Pulver just had a sick play on this north side. He spotted TL's attack garrison in F4. They've got it marked now with a marker, but he killed 6 dudes, and the garrison was just barely saved by Kebab.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So some good infantry plays coming from DC over on the north side. But I will say that the line has lost this progress on the north.
Yeah, now this garrison's getting drilled by Artie.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough for them. I mean, this west side push seems to be not promising. It seemed to be maybe giving them a little bit of hope, but I mean, if you can't walk through the front door either, I mean, that pressure is kind of important, I think.
I do notice their Artie mark is off a little bit, so I don't think it's going to be hitting the garrison a ton, but
okay.
It is going to get a couple guys, just got one.
So, DC are bringing back a couple of Panthers on the west side. Looks like actually these 3 tanks are in play on the west. I think the call was definitely made that this is where the push was coming, and with 3 tanks now from DC, that's gonna be a tough break for the line. So if you are joining us, thank you everybody for being here. We appreciate you joining us for this decision match for the playoffs. As these 2 teams are fighting for, I guess, the second playoff spot, technically, because Core versus WTH should be over by the time this broadcast goes out in 30 minutes with a delay. So that has already been decided at this point. But as far as these 2 teams, we don't know just yet. So on this west side, we'll stick with this push. On this side of the map, we're going to see Dabs and So Lucky. Going to try to take on 2 squads. Looks like there is a sniper NVIDIA from DC. Just pushing forward right up close. We're going to see some CQC. Let's see if he can catch Dabs. No, Dabs is going to come out on top. And DC looking like they're going to at least hold this part of the map. Yeah, I don't see TL making it happen without some sort of miracle at this point. I mean, the north side, they are gaining some of this ground back, but if they're just going to attack from this one point and only be successful on this side, I don't know that it'll pay out for them. And this west push, they seem to be going all in on as well, or doubling down at the very least. But the fact that DC are putting their armor here to defend now, it's going to make it tough.
Yeah, I just don't see TL being able to win this one. They just, you know, kind of got outground. Not necessarily their own skill problems or anything like that, but just, you know, when you add up the RD and the tank differential, they're just going to get pushed out of these areas and not be able to hold them very hard.
Right. No, I agree. The tanks and the artillery definitely a huge factor as far as the map control here. I did see, I didn't even see the name of the player, I already forgot at this point. There was an AT gun being built here. They immediately got shelled by artillery, so not quite ready yet. But these 3 tanks, it looks like they are starting to move now. At least 2 of them are starting to move a little bit north. And this Panther looks like it's going to be Mono and Kurt. Is that a Panzer? No, that's a Panzer IV, actually, I should say. I just realized that. So that Panzer IV is going to push up to this trench line where Cosmos, Curse, and Silly Little Seal are. And just make it tough for this infantry to gain any sort of ground. We are seeing smoke now. Looks like TL's artillery are trying to smoke off some of these tanks just to block line of sight. Over to the east. Looks like we're seeing some of these same squads fight it out. Dabs does go down here.
DC's already is getting messed up right now.
Really?
The snipe and half-eaten burrito, so
okay.
Might be an opportunity for TL to gain some ground, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I just don't know. It's going to take something big or some sort of mistake, I think, from DC to allow them to push. And I do like what they're doing with the smoke already to try to block some of these lines of sight and allow their infantry to move forward. But at the end of the day, I mean, these tanks in the arty seem to be the biggest hindrance for the line. Here comes the 76, though, up past the courtyard near AA. And they may try to move up this hill. I know the Panther and the 76 can't see each other just yet. But I'm curious to know what it'll take to start that engagement. So 12 minutes left in the match now. I want to give everybody a quick thank you again for being here as we watch the line take on DC. For all of our friends in chat, I want to say thank you so much for the raids. Thank you for your viewership. My fellow casters, we appreciate you very much. And hope you had some good games as well.
I found the RD snipe.
From the line?
Yeah.
What are you looking at here? What sector?
It's in their west HQ, C1. It's Tigers and a medium tank. He's eating this thing across the map.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Is that what we're seeing? Oh, wow. Okay. That is quite the snipe. Yeah, that is Tigers. Just sitting all by his lonesome. Well, probably not the most exciting role to play. But you got to do what you got to do, as we've seen from this team this game, and by most teams in this tournament.
So there's some discussion in the chat right now about the various meta stuff with the tank snipes and the AT guns.
Right.
Abinus made a good point. He said we should give Wombat Medic, who is the new Hell Let Loose community manager,
okay,
a chance. She actually is working with the seasonal right now in kind of like a comp feedback role.
Oh, that's
where a bunch of the team reps from the comp scene are trying to give some suggestions and whatnot on how to improve the comp side of the game, and maybe fix artillery and some of these other problems.
That's fantastic, and I love this. I just want to give a shout out to Wombat Medic. I do hope the community is being kind. Really quickly before we continue this conversation, I know there was some pressure on cattle sheds from DC. Just something to look out for these next few minutes. But no, I love that we have a new community manager. I hope teams work with her in a respectful and just polite way and try to work with each other just to make the game the best it can be. We're all here because we love the game and we want to play it and enjoy it. And I think good constructive conversations are what needs to happen here to make it great for everybody.
Yeah, and I think that community should just appreciate that developers of their game are wanting to hear their perspectives and see how they can improve it from that side. You know, that's pretty rare a lot of the time.
Absolutely. I mean, like, the seasonal at the end of the day is a community-made tournament that we all put in work for. You know, whether you're a player or a team manager or a caster or an organizer or a mod. Magic, I know you're a mod in the chat. It takes a lot of people to make it happen, and so having any sort of help and support from the game developers is just super cool to see. So I want to give our thanks for that.
Sorry to cut you off here, but Mutiny, Grecker, and Kalito just drove their tank straight up into this Panther. And the Panther did get the second shot off first because it reloads faster, but the tank simp saved the tank's life. His automatic repairs. He was prone there and repaired as soon as it got hit. And I think they survived just by like 1% because the Panther could only hit the turret.
That's incredible.
And, they won that battle there. They ended up getting that second shot, and that was really awesome by the tank simp, who's now dead. He died, but saved the tank there.
That's fantastic. Like as we said, these are some of the most dedicated simps we've ever seen in the HLL scene. So, shout out to the tank simps from the line. Over to the east, it looks like DC are getting closer to this intersection that they've been fighting over for quite some time. We're seeing Farmer make some progress. Might catch Mr. Insane Bunny. No, Mr. Insane Bunny's going to get the kill, actually.
Stupor and the squad have pushed in through the back and cleared out a lot of these guys. There's no garrison on a network right now, and they might be getting some cap progress here soon with only 8 minutes left.
Yeah, let's
they
head
only
over
have a couple
to
of guys, but if they can get some more people here.
Yeah, I'm seeing Stupor right in the hard cap here. There is already smoke now as well. That Panther is still there. It's going to have to be dealt with. But yeah, no, the line need to get these OPs up to have a chance. And it looks like they are, unfortunately for them, going to be cleared out. Here come the flares from the recon squad leader as well. I think DC at this point are just going to turtle and just try to maintain this presence here. Maybe use their tanks to keep some of these western, eastern pushes at bay. But yeah, I think the control is still heavily in favor of DC. Mutiny is now out of that 76 and is going to be repairing.
A great reaction by DC. They just came through and wiped those guys out really quick.
Yeah,
now
and we are seeing
back here.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. That's going to be Deshuna, Alexi, and who's that last crew member? Kamikaze. Line do have a couple of players in the back line. In fact, there are 2 Panthers here to try to deal with this. So Little Seal with an infantry kill as well. I'm surprised this many players have gotten into the backline, actually, for TL. A couple of recon squads over to the west. We're seeing Cheeks, Half-Eaten Burrito. Stupor has made it back as well. They are spawning off that red zone garrison, and there are 2 red zone garrisons for the line now. That being said, it looks like Sam, an MG player from DC, way over to like the west side, is looking for it, and should be able to catch it here.
TL is about to do their big push, final push into the point right here. They're gathering these 276s on the west side, and I think they're going to try and push in with one of these squads that's been making some ground over here.
Yeah, we're starting to see it happen, although that artillery on the north still going to be brutal for them, at least for that OP.
That was so many people.
Yeah.
Now, they're going to wipe out that OP now, too. Clippy is, I think.
Yeah, let's find Clippy here if he decides to move forward a little bit. Comes the RD. Clippy gonna try not to get TK'd by his own shells.
He must have got that OP already.
Yep, and there's the RD. RAP Clippy. There is another OP here in the trenches, though. Stevens and Civ still alive. Gonna have to fight off 3 players from DC. They try to make their way in. That's gonna be a kill for Sibs with a Thompson. Ghost Recon and Fluff gonna try to get that peak. No kills for Sibs yet, but here comes some nades. Not going to land, though. It's going to go way too far. Here comes a second one. That's not going to land either. More spawns coming in. Civ just going to try to hold this angle with the Thompson. Not going to hit his shots on Ghost Recon. Stevens is going to try to look for him as well. Stevens with a kill on the medic. I hear a Lux going off now as well. That Lux goes down. Here comes the 76 on the point. Under 5 minutes now. Here come the 2 tanks from the line onto the hard cap. But as we back out, they need that infantry to push up. I think the tanks, they have the time to wait for the infantry to push forward. There's a ricochet rocket that hits that 76. Now the infantry's coming in. Gonna be tough for them, though. Thorpe manages to avoid a rocket from Duchateau. Here comes Winston, though. Gonna manage to get behind the 76 crew. Bossman and Antrossi gonna have to turn around. Oh, they just run him over. No big deal. Truma goes down. Ezio tries to get around the tank. Under 2 minutes left now for the line to start capping this point. They do have a spawn to the south now. Here comes Cafe de Mocha, General Dan Sickles, Dabs, Silly Little Seal, and Taco-tastic. It's getting chaotic now. They're trying to surround AA Network. 76 is under pressure now, too. A minute and a half to get something going. I don't know that it'll happen for the line.
No.
They're certainly trying their
effort,
best.
They're trying, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had the contest for just a moment, but with a minute 20, I'm not seeing too much going on. The Artie is showing the point. That 76 goes down. That's going to be a huge loss for them.
Yeah. 2 tanks going down, 3 minutes left. That's basically a GG.
Unfortunately for the line, but I will say a Mage or whoever else is on the Artie is just farming the hard cap right now. That's kind of crazy to see. So, yeah, AA Network is being smoked off. They have just about 45 seconds left now to get a cap going. It's time to go all in for the line. And they have been trying for the last few minutes. They've been trying for the last 90 minutes, but DC doing a good job of just holding it down. Their armor, I think, honestly competed very well against the lines. For a long time, those trades were going back and forth. Having 3 Panthers from east to west was super strong as far as holding off infantry.
Yeah, I think the tanks were mostly even, but yeah, slight edge to DC. They played well for a larger portion of the game than TL's tanks did.
Right.
And they held the point for a longer time.
Oh, absolutely. So it looks like
look at all these guys just flooding in right now. Though, if TL could have done any of this 15 minutes ago, you know, this would have been huge.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be a GG. We'll give a GG in chat. And there's the cap progress starting to come. Just 13 seconds too late, unfortunately, for the line. I'm curious to know if they do get close to capping. I don't think they will, as the contesting is going back and forth now at this point. But that is going to be a win for DC.
They just put a reinforced down, so it's not going to do anything for.
Unfortunately, no. So, unfortunately, you know, the attempts to put pressure on AA from the line not happening. Overall, a great fight though, very meat grindy, I think, in probably that middle third of the game. But we saw some great tank engagements. We saw some good trades for infantry. I think we saw a shovel kill from from Silly Little Seal. I would like to confirm that. I don't know if that actually was.
Is this the first bombing run of the game, by the way?
I would like to point that out. We saw no bombing runs this game from either team. Maybe we missed it, but yeah, no, I saw none. So that's going to be a GG. Let's take a look at our combat scores here. Looks like top squad right now for the line is going to be Kalita, Mutiny, and Grecker with 2577 combat score overall, just under that 26. What are you seeing on the DC side?
A bunch of guys over 2K, a lot of infantry squads, sneaky guerrilla tactics, and no Soren with a 2.5K combat score in their tank. So, as Kalita would say, a bunch of 2K Andes. Don't think they all had very strong games. You know, it's like the lower end of having a good game for a tank.
I would like to point out, Magic, you beat me by 20 points for defensive score. I have 1760. You managed to get 1780 there, so you managed to win this time.
I'm a better player.
Clearly. So that is going to be a GG with just 5 seconds left. There's the countdown. 3, 2, and 1. congratulations to DC for securing the win and securing their spot in the playoffs. DC is now 7-0 in seasonal. That's insane. I don't know that we've seen that before. I know the line had a really good run. I know Core, well, I shouldn't say that. I know Core has gone undefeated a few times, actually. So, but that being said, very exciting game, I think. Both teams, I think, played well. DC just managed to outplay the line in a few different areas. We saw the we saw the cheese come out. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off for the line this time. But Magic, any final thoughts before we call it there?
No, not really. Predicted that it was going to be a really brutal grind, and that's exactly what it was. DC edged them out. They had the stronger side, the stronger map placement, and they played better in terms of their tanking and their arty and anti-arty efforts.
Right.
Overall, infantry seemed pretty balanced. You would see it go back and forth between frags, who's getting more frags and whatnot. So good game from both teams. I don't think either team will. Well, obviously DC won't be disappointed, but I don't think TL will be too disappointed to lose that one. DC's a great team, and to win the 3-and-out and just go straight to the playoffs, that's a really hard thing to do when you get to the stage of basically the top 4 teams in the league right now.
Right.
And so, I think TL will rebound, win next week, and then we'll see them in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Magic, so much for your time. Thank you for your input and your insight. That's going to wrap it up for us here today, here in week 3 of the Hell Let Loose seasonal. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time. And that's it. Magic, goodbye.
See ya.